Boost your English listening skills. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. How are you? Great. So listen, today I'm going to give you lots of ideas about how to practice speaking English when you are alone at home. Home Alone sounds like a film. Are you ready? Let's do it. Hello. And if you don't know me, my name is Ariel. I run the Ariel Speaking Academy and the YouTube channel Bookish English. So listen, today we're going to be looking at how to practice speaking English when you are alone at home. It's not so easy for many people, right? Because maybe you don't have any native English speakers in your city. Maybe there are no tourists that you can go and harass. Maybe there are no groups locally where you can go and chat and speak English. And maybe you're not ready to go on Skype and try and find some random English person to chat with, somebody you don't know. I mean, that can be quite hard, especially if you're a little bit shy like me. So, what I want to do today is share with you lots of ideas about how you can practice speaking when you're on your own at home alone. Right? Good. Now, if you do know me, you may be thinking, what's that strange orange block over there? That wasn't there before. True. It's my meditating mat. Sometimes I sit and meditate. Sometimes I don't sit on the wall. I'm just tidying at the moment, so I couldn't find a place to put it. So right now, it's over there. Okay, the truth about speaking is that, yes, you can watch videos, you can watch films, you can listen to podcasts, all of that is great. But at some point, you need to start speaking. You can speak on your own, but also later you'll need to start interacting and practicing speaking with people. But that's not always easy to do. So right now, today, I'm going to focus on some really practical, simple activities you can do when you're on your own at home to start practicing speaking. And just to add, this video is actually sponsored by Ariel. Ariel is a fantastic online platform for you to learn English and practice English. They have native English-speaking teachers. You can choose any time, any teacher. It's really flexible and easy. And if you are studying IELTS, they do have online IELTS courses that you can follow. Right? Lots of materials, lots of ideas. So a big thank you to Ariel. Thank you guys for sponsoring the video. And also, if you are new to Ariel, for first-time users, you can get a discount. Just use the code, it's down here below, Ariel Discount, and you can get a discount on all of their plans, whether they are monthly, 3-monthly, or for the year. Great. More about that later, but right now let's get into these ideas about practicing speaking English. So the first technique is called speak into the mirror. This is really useful, but it's really simple, right? It's easy because you can do this first thing in the morning when you're brushing your teeth or, well, you can't speak and brush your teeth, but just before you brush your teeth, and in the evening before going to bed when you wash your face. What do you mean you don't wash your face in the evening? Why not? My mother always told me, make sure you wash your face, clean behind your ears, wash your neck, scrub your neck. Yeah, wash your face before you go to bed. It takes all the dust and pollution off your face, apparently. Anyway, that's a great time that you can do it. And this is good because the key to learning and preparing for IELTS is habit, right? And if you can attach your learning to an existing habit, brushing your teeth or washing your face, then it makes it much easier. Now, I used to do this when I was learning Chinese. In the morning, after brushing my teeth, I would just have a few sentences talking about what I'm going to do today. In the future, right now, right? So, today, I'm going to go to the park. I need to go to the supermarket. I'm going to buy some vegetables. I'm meeting Jack at 6 o'clock. I might go to the cinema. All in the future. Brilliant. And then, at the end of the day, you can talk about what you did or what you have done, right? Today, I went to the park, I played football, I went shopping. In the end, I've done a lot. It has been a good day, right? Past tense, present perfect as well. So you can see it's actually great to practice different tenses. It's a bit like writing your diary at the end of the day, which is also a great way to practice writing. But this is speaking in front of the mirror. It's nice. It's reflective learning in many ways. Okay, moving on. The next one I call collocation fun. Collocations are words that are often used together, right? Like we talk about heavy rain. Heavy rain. In English, we don't say big rain. We say heavy rain. So these are collocations. Collocation fun is where we're going to practice speaking using a very common teaching method, really based on the task-based approach to teaching. It's based on prepare, practice, present. So we'll be preparing the words, the collocations, practicing sentences, and then presenting a whole talk. Now, the reason I suggest doing this in front of the mirror is that there are great benefits to talking to a mirror, right? First of all, mirrors don't answer back like young children or wives. But apart from that, when you're speaking in the mirror, you can look at your mouth and see the kind of movements that you're making, which is great. It's useful for pronunciation. You can also check your body language. You may be surprised to see that you speak like that without ever moving your arms, or that you suddenly realize, I'm doing this all the time. That's fine, but being aware of your body language can be quite good. And also, you feel like you're talking to someone, right? Many people I know, and this happened to me, practiced for a long time with a book. And when I went to speak to somebody in the foreign language, it was like a shock seeing this face in front of me. Oh my God. But practicing with the mirror, you've got used to a face in front of you, right? So it does help. So let's look then. Prepare, practice, and present. Preparing. What I suggest you do here is take a topic. A recent topic we were studying in the live lessons was science, right? And then get some collocations. You can use your course book if you want. You can get onto the internet. You can go to this rather nifty little website, this one called Ariel Speaking Academy. And in here, right, you have got free live lessons. You can go through to the free live lessons, and there is a recent one on science. So you can just download, right? Download the document. Yeah, we want to download that. And then find in there all the collocations. Look, you've got the notes here. And here, you've got collocations, you've got idioms, you've got loads of stuff. And what I would do is I would take maybe 6 or 7 collocations or idioms like exact science. It's not rocket science. To be on the same wavelength. And that's the preparation, right? That's step 1. Step 2 is, in front of the mirror, just make a sentence with it. right? Exact science. Well, parenting, bringing up children, is not an exact science. Cooking is not an exact science. Frying an egg? It's not rocket science. It's actually quite easy, right? And then I'm just practicing sentences here. And then, in the end, after practice, present. I take one of the old Part 2 questions around science. Maybe something like, describe an area of science you're interested in, and then start to talk about it for maybe a minute, and trying, if possible, to use some of these phrases and sentences, right? So you may say something like this. Describe an area